Movies. My name is Felicia and I like scary movies. And today we have a Patreon requested review by John. So thank you, John. Your support means the world to me. So today we're talking about a Friday the 13th fan film called Never Hike Alone. I gotta be real, I didn't really know that fan films were a thing. Are they a thing? Is there more than this one? I feel confused by the whole concept. This movie was written, directed, and produced by Vincent DiSanti. He also, I think, plays Jason during the movie. It follows a hiker who is vlogging his journey for an online audience. Who would do that? Can't imagine. So this is a found footage style film, aka the cheapest way to make an effective horror movie, I think. And he happens upon Camp Crystal Lake. Who? Is Jason still there? Are we gonna see him? Probably. What did I think? Well, I mean, it's definitely a fan film for the fans, made by a fan. So there's some cool stuff in there. Vincent DiSanti does a lot of throwbacks to the first film, including the crime scenes. So like each of the spots where one of the big kills happen in Friday the 13th, there's like a marker that the hiker like comes upon and sees. That's pretty cool. I'll also say the fight scenes are pretty good and the gore is just like impressive. Particularly this one gore moment at the end that I was like, dang. They also brought an actor from a Friday the 13th film. So they have Tom Matthews, who played Tommy Jarvis in Jason Lives, and he plays like a paramedic dude in this movie, which is pretty cool. And now for the bad. This is sort of hard to talk about. It's such a short movie. I can tell this movie was made with a lot of love. One just random complaint I have is that these two paramedics here cannot act at all. No offense. It's bad. And the main thing for me, and I feel bad saying this, but I just was like, maybe fan films are not my thing. Like while I was watching it, I kept being like, what's the point of this? Like, why? Like, I think it's an effective movie and I think like everything about it is well done, especially for the budget they were on. I think it's a cool Friday the 13th film. I just don't understand, first of all, how it's legal. I guess it's because they're not making money off of it. And second of all, just like, why? But if somebody in the comments below could just sort of like tell me more about fan films and like which other ones exist and like how it's become a thing, I would love some like just other internet information. Let me know. I should also just mention for context that Friday the 13th also like isn't my franchise. Like, yes, I like the movies, I enjoy them, but it's not one of the ones I'm like obsessed with and like will like devour anything associated with. So I can understand like if someone made a fan fiction film of like Nightmare on Elm Street, I might be like more interested. So it might just be a me thing, okay? Chill. Let's do some ratings. So for the scare, I'm giving it a 2. I really never felt scared, so maybe it's a 1, but I'm trying to be generous. The gore gets a 3. Honestly, there's a couple really good gore moments, especially for such a short film. And for the cheese, I give it a 2. It's a film that takes itself pretty seriously for sure. And overall, I don't know, mostly because I've never seen one of these before, so I don't have anything to compare it to. I'm gonna give it a 2 just because I know I'm never gonna watch it again, but that doesn't mean that you won't like it. Just because like I didn't have a great time watching it, if you were a Friday the 13th fanatic, you should watch this movie. I'm sure you would freaking love it. But for me, I was sort of like, and now for one spoiler. So the only spoiler I'm going to talk about is the head explosion at the end where Jason jumps out of the water, classic Jason shot, and he squeezes the hiker's head and it just pops like a balloon, and it is very, very fun. I really enjoyed that moment. Definitely the best moment of the film for me. And that's it, y'all. Nice short and sweet review for this Friday, and that's it. Have a nice scream. Bye.